He's just going for a pee. We'll wait. I think I can start without him, but he's going to walk in behind me. It's going to be weird. I'll start, and if he does walk in, just phase it out. If this should take 7.5 minutes if I don't cry, and if I do cry, it could be anything. I don't know. First and foremost, thank you all so much for being here today. A special thanks to those of you who have had to travel far to attend. We had to pick between having the celebration here in California or in England, and we are very aware that many of you have had to spend a lot of money traveling hundreds, even thousands of miles to be here, and it really means a lot. To the slight majority of you who haven't had to spend a lot of money getting here today, don't be afraid to keep those savings in mind when making a donation to our honeymoon fund. We wouldn't hold it against you. That's all I'm saying. I have joked with Sohi for months that it would be cute for me to learn. He's back. He's back. Good. There are other doors, but we'll go with that one. That it would be cute for me to learn a few words in Korean to sprinkle into my speech. But I looked at the Korean alphabet, and I realized it wasn't going to be the easy task that I had hoped. So please forgive me for how much I will butcher this. 소희 씨 가족분들께 제가 정령을 표하기 위해서 한국어 수업을 몰래 들고 이제 드디어 한국어를 할 수 있게 되었습니다. 처음에 소희 씨와 연애를 시작했을 때 소희 씨가 한국 문화에서는 외국인을 사귀는 것을 안 좋게 볼 수 있다고 말해 주었습니다. 그래서 여러분들을 만나기 전에 저를 받아들이시지 않으실까봐 정말 무서웠습니다. 그러나 제가 들렸습니다. 여러분은 저를 따뜻한 마음으로 맞아주셨습니다. 여러분 덕분에 저희가 지금 여기까지 올 수 있었습니다. 저를 새로운 가족의 일원으로 맞아주셔서 감사하고 평생 그 누구보다 너희를 사랑하고 아껴줄 것을 여러분 앞에서 약속드립니다. 감사합니다.
He regrets it.
For everyone who doesn't speak Korean, let's just pretend the pronunciation was perfect. Our relationship has been quite unconventional due to the geographical distance between our two countries. We didn't really have the opportunity to start dating slowly to see how things went. A few years ago, when I left England, I told my family there was a girl I had feelings for, and I needed to roll the dice and see if something special was there. So I packed one single suitcase, said some very emotional goodbyes, and left for America. I thought I was going to be here for 1 or 2 weeks, maybe a month tops if things went really, really well. But that was kind of the last they saw of me. I fell in love hard. And thanks to a whirlwind romance, added pandemic-related travel restrictions and incompatible visa restrictions, our relationship was expedited. And we became inseparable, traveling from country to country to country just to make sure that we could stay together. And the more time we spent here in California, the more we built our lives here, making some amazing new friends and spending more time with Sohi's family. And back in England, my old best friends and my family were still there, where it felt like my old life was still waiting for me. Although we are already married, today was super important for both of us because today is the first and the only day ever that all of you who we love from both sides of the pond at Canada will come together in one place. And it means the world to us that you are all here. So thank you for that. I remember being 30 years old, sitting with my sister having a heart-to-heart about life. And I told her that I would never get married. Weddings were very big, very expensive days, all for a single piece of paper that doesn't even really change anything about your relationship. I spent 32 years of my life feeling totally ambivalent about marriage. And then I met Sophie, and everything changed. I don't know whether it was her spontaneous dance bursts in the kitchen, her uninhibited, contagious laugh, or the most beautiful smile I have ever seen. But she made me feel things that I just don't know how to put into words. I immediately knew that this was something special. And unbeknownst to our families, we actually talked about getting married before we were even officially in a relationship. We hadn't been on our first proper date yet, and somehow we were still planning our lives together, talking about where we were going to live and what color tiles we would have in our kitchen. When we eventually told our families we were going to elope, it seemed like a rushed decision. Our families rightfully asked us for reassurance that we knew what we were doing. My family asked me if I was sure. But truth be told, I had never felt more sure about anything in my life. I had spent my entire life being a marriage skeptic. And then I met someone who turned all of that around in an instant. There was nothing I looked forward to more than marrying Sophie. Not just once, but twice. Sophie described our relationship brilliantly. A few months ago, we were lying in bed, holding hands, joking around like we normally do, and she said to me, "Do you remember when you were a kid and you had a sleepover at a friend's house and you just stayed up late, just giggling together? Well, every single day with you feels like that." Because she is not just my wife. She is my best friend. She is my happy place. She is the person who makes me laugh more than anyone else on the planet. The person who turned my entire life around in an instant. And the person who makes me feel a type of love that I didn't even know existed. Marrying her is easily the single greatest achievement of my life. Marrying her is easily the single greatest achievement in my life, and I am honored to have the privilege of spending the rest of my years striving to be the husband that she deserves. Please do me the immense honor of raising your glasses to Sophie.